see if I can get a real cool shot right up here. Alright. Something, yeah, something bad happened. Well, I saw the writing on the wall. I made a video called Red Wagon Rules back in early February. Because I wanted to do a thing for some Albion businesses and stuff like that. And, you know, I did one from them. I did one from Marquette. Now, the one thing, Marquette will probably be around for ages. Unfortunately, I saw the writing on the wall sometime within the last week or so. Red Wagon closed. Red Wagon officially closed. Now, they've been closed for a while, but they officially went out of business. And pretty soon, there's a sign saying that they're going to be a thrift store. Now, they already have a thrift store. That might be an extension of the one they already have, I think. I'm not sure, though. So this video is called Rest in Peace, Red Wagon. Now, the one thing is, I loved the Red Wagon, and they've been nice to me and my dad. They've always had good food, and it was one of my favorite restaurants. You know, my dad was having problems sitting down, and the lady actually bought my dad, one of the ladies that ran the place, I bought my dad like this, I don't know, it was like a huckleberry pillow, so I can sit down and stuff like that. She spent like $13, $14 on it. And then, you know, when I told them I made a video of that Red Wagon for a little more publicity, they gave me a free $5, what do they call them? Cinnamon roll. Now, all that said, and they'll probably be mad, they had a great business and they shot themselves in the foot. I usually don't criticize people, but I'm going to criticize this time. You know, I just can't believe it. You know, things were going great. You know, we went there. It used to be a grocery store. And we used to go there all the time until I got laid off. And then after that, I was only there one time. And we used to get stuffed peppers and stuff. And they just went out of business because Surefine kind of ran them out of business. A competing supermarket right next door. And then it took them like 2 years. And then they formed, some people bought the place and they turned it into a restaurant. Well, anyways, when we first went there, we went there almost all the time. We wanted a place where we could have breakfast. And the traditional breakfast, egg, sausage, home fries, and toast. And we've had other food they had. We had their meatloaf and some other stuff. And also their hamburgers are good. So we decided every time we go there, we have a hamburger and a breakfast. Well, things were going great, and then they said, well, we're going to close for like 4 days to remodel. The 4 days turned into 4 months. And before that, they had people saying that, boy, I heard this one old guy said, hey, you got to try this new place out. There's good prices, food, and lots of it. And I used to hang out at the Albion Diner. I'm staying here from now on. And it was building a real reputation for itself, and then it shut down. And then it opened up again. And then all of a sudden, in the summertime, it started getting too hot, so they started closing at like 3 in the afternoon. And people started getting out of work at 4 o'clock. And I got out of work at 4 o'clock, and I wanted to eat there, and I couldn't eat there because they closed. And then they stopped closing work. They stopped working Sundays, and they were more closed than they were open. And they never, ever, ever, I don't want to fall down the thing. This creek is real strong. They never, ever answered their phone when you called up. Never. And they were open, and they never answered their phone. So that was always a pain. I couldn't order by phone either. And then another thing is, in the wintertime, they started closing at 3 o'clock. They said it's too cold, or the weather's bad. And one guy that worked there, Santino, he quit and he started working at Lesko's. I didn't even recognize him without his chef's hat at Lesko's for like a month. And he said he used to work there. I was, oh yeah, I didn't recognize him without your chef's hat, you know. And he said he quit because he was tired of them being closed all the time. And I don't blame him. And then the food health people came in and they said they need to have someone who's food certified. That's the law. And they were trying to hire a food certified chef. And a lot of people around here just cook. They don't have the food certification. And I was told if the owner, or there's one person like a manager or something like that who has food certification, then the cook or the chefs don't have to have. There has to be one person there all the time who's food certified by the state. And apparently the owner, the dad, and the son went to take the test. It's a $150 ticket, and they both failed. And after that, they said, need a food certified chef. And it said closed. And, you know, that one guy said, you asked, what's going on with your red wagon? I said, I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. And I loved going there, and they had people who loved going there. And they just had closed, and some days all the windows be covered with newspaper. Some days they wouldn't be. You know. And then this morning I went by and I saw some closed. I saw an old bicycle in front, because they used to have like red wagons, and they went all out doing business and stuff. They had like little red wagon things made up for their place. And man, they just dropped the ball. They were always closed. They always wanted to shut down. Always. And it wasn't like that when they first started. They built up a real name for themselves. You know, I can't believe it. I mean, this is a way not to run a business. And don't get me wrong, I love Red Wagon, but they shot themselves in the foot. But, you know, I couldn't believe it. When I went to, on the way to work, my one friend who, we were real nice, he was real nice to take me to country fair. Also a country fair, they got something called hot eggs, which is like something brand new from country fair. Now there's 2 small eggs in a container, smothered with Frank's hot sauce, either Frank's Red Hot sauce or Frank's Red Hot chicken wing sauce. Now sometime down the line I'm going to try it on a video. But there's no way in hell, because they were asking people to try it for breakfast. No way in hell I'm going to try it and then go to work, because you're going to be so gassy within an hour, no one's going to want to work next to you. Or with the stress of the work, you're going to be in the bathroom taking craps every day, all the time, all the day, you know. But I just couldn't believe they were just so closed. And we drove past there, and in the window I saw a sign of something coming. I couldn't read it because he drove by too fast. And then I talked to, because this one girl that worked at Surefine said that she had rumors that they were going to reopen it under a new owner. But I guess that fell through. And I asked this one girl, Jeannie, who drives through Albion all the time. She said, yeah, they're closed. That's going to be a thrift store. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a new thrift store. There's already a thrift store. I bought a lot of my cool refrigerator magnets there. But it might be extension. So, I don't know. But I thought, as soon as I made this, I thought I got to make a thing called Rest in Peace, Red Wagon. I mean, I love you guys, but hell, you guys shot yourselves in the foot. There's no way to run a business. You can't be closed all the time. And make the effort to be food certified. And you could have done really well here, because they were saying that the other Albion Diner shut down and became the Sunnyside Diner, and I heard lots of bad things about this place. You could have been the premier diner, even though Jim and Susan McDonald's would probably do better, regardless, because there's always people there, because the young kids are there. But you could have done really well for yourself to the restaurant. It's a real shame, guys. And if you watch this, please don't be mad at me. But if you are, then, you know, I was just being honest. It's a real shame, because I really liked your place. My dad was really disappointed with you guys closing down too. Oh well. I got to get back and upload this to YouTube. So, oh God. Until next time, this has been Rest in Peace, Red Wagon, and take care, my legion. Oh, there's their house right there. Cool.